the Women of the Future conference, hosted by the John Innes Centre, one of the United Kingdom's leading research institutions, was designed to encourage more young women to consider careers in STEM professions.
The John Innes Centre is a fantastic place to work. Not only is it one of the world's leading research institutes, but it's wonderful to work with people from all around the world who are really interested and passionate about science.
And we have big problems to solve in the world. Do you think it's right that we're cutting out probably most of the time 50% of the brain power that could be applied to those big problems? Is that a good thing?
What I really enjoyed about the event was probably going around the stalls and just speaking to people who do already have careers in STEM and seeing what's just available out there. And that definitely made me a lot more aware of what I could possibly do.
In an agricultural setting, plant growth and yield is often limited by nitrogen, which is why we tend to put fertilizer on our crops. If we can understand better the exchange of nitrogen from the symbiotic bacteria to the plant, then we may be able to get more nitrogen to those crop plants, which is particularly important in areas where fertilizer is really hard to get. Last June, I went out to Kenya for a workshop that was meant to bring agricultural researchers from outside of Africa and inside Africa together to exchange ideas. I've always really struggled to see how my background, which is very basic, could translate into meaningful solutions to problems in the developing world. And finally, being in that context, I can see how that basic biology background actually could translate to solutions. I think scientists from places like the US or the UK sometimes are sheltered from the severity of problems that are going on in the rest of the world. And when we go and see those and work with scientists internationally, it gives us a real concrete justification for why what we do is important. I really love being a postdoc at the John Innes Centre. Being surrounded by amazing scientists from all over the world is just a joy every day. And I counted, in our lab alone, we have 13 different countries represented. And that just makes every one of my days special.
Imagine your world without wheat. No bread, no cakes, no pasta, and no beer. A wheat-free future may seem impossible. But today, the world's wheat supplies are being ravaged by a dangerous epidemic: yellow rust. If this fungus is left unchecked, entire wheat crops could be destroyed, and the cost of everyday essentials like bread will skyrocket. It's time to do something new. It's time to be proactive instead of reactive.
In the fight against wheat yellow rust disease, we've developed an innovative approach to track the fungus, and we call it field pathogenomics. Field pathogenomics uses the latest sequencing technology to provide the most accurate field-based diagnostic test yet. It allows us to then monitor the pathogen population all across the globe. It allows farmers, breeders and agronomists to fully prepare for the correct strain of the fungus that will be present in their region come growing season. This method is reliant on our extensive network of collaborators around the world who provide samples from all the major wheat growing regions.